All right, what's up, guys? So today is Saturday. It's very chill right now because there's nobody out. On Saturday, typically the Spanish people, sleep in. It's not like on the weekdays. On the weekdays, I don't know. Every time I've taken the bus on the weekdays, it seems like everyone is awake early, especially the students. Because when I get on the bus on the weekdays, it's just super busy. And now that it's the weekend, right now it's like 8:20, 8:25, and yeah, there's not many people out. As you see in the cafe, like most of the tables are empty, and the streets are also empty. There's some people coming to the cafe now, but yeah, typically people on Saturday here just wake up late, and I think that's anywhere. But it's a nice feeling because it kind of gives you that break, like from the weekday and from just dealing with so many people in the morning and the weekdays. Um, and yeah, what I wanted to talk about today was the job, because I started my job on the 30th, and so far it's been almost 10 days, because I think today is the 8th. And how has it been going? It's been going pretty good. I've been showing up on time every day, working really hard. Like where I work, I have different responsibilities. I take care of the coffee drinks, and I also take care of the sometimes like cleaning the tables, serving the food, and taking payments. And I've been learning more and more every time I go there. Um, and yeah, I would say the job is a nice job. It's a very fast-paced job. We don't really get to socialize much with the people or the tourists, because this is like a tourist cafe. And yeah, we just make as much as stuff as we can, so that way we can serve as many people as we can. It's not like a very social job. I mean, it is like in the hospitality world. You're interacting with people all the time, but you can't really socialize with them. You can't really have conversations because you're just so busy. Unlike this cafe, right, which is kind of near our house over here. The workers kind of, it's much more chill. I know it because I see it, because we have coffee here, and I see how much more relaxed it is, like the work environment in these little Spanish cafes are, rather than the tourist ones. Because yeah, for the tourist ones, it's again about pumping up out as much as, or making as much as money as they can. So it's like, we make the coffee, send out the food, they eat it, and we go quickly pick up the plate, and then they pay, and then the next people come in. Over here, people just come, chill, drink a coffee, stay here for like half an hour to an hour. In our job, it's like fast, fast, fast. And the thing is, I don't really know how the Spanish um, pay system works, with work and how we're supposed to get paid. And recently I worked 2 days in October, and for those 2 days I only got paid like $60. And the typical minimum wage in Spain is like 8.8. So if I calculate this from the 2 days that I worked, and I worked 15 hours together, 8 hours and then 7 hours, I only got paid for basically I think it's 7 hours. um, yeah, 7 hours. So it's like they didn't pay me for a day, and I was trying to figure out why, and then like they're giving me this, the HR guy, or the human resources guy, is giving me this explanation that I don't really understand, because I don't really understand how the pay works. If it's like you get paid in days and weeks and months, but it, or hourly, and I don't really know, and nobody can really explain it to me, and I understand, like I'm getting a little bit too deep into it, because I don't really understand the Spanish work system and how they get paid, so maybe it's normal that I got paid lower, for the first month because I only worked 2 days in that month, and I think in Spain there's like a monthly system. So maybe it has something to do with that. And yeah, just the whole day yesterday I was thinking about this, trying to figure it out, and I got really frustrated because, what I think is that, yeah, obviously, like, they didn't pay me enough, but maybe this is just how it works in Spain. If you work like under the minimum, and my minimum is like 25 hours a week, maybe there's some pay cut or something. I don't know. I still have to figure it out, and I have to get someone who knows about this shit and ask them, because obviously the people at work don't really know what they're talking about, or they're not explaining it to me. So yeah, that frustrated me, and this led me down into a rabbit hole of like, ah man, why am I doing this job? Like, this job is bullshit. Like, they're fucking ripping me off, um, and just all these negative thoughts. But the thing is, you know, I have a job. I'm still getting paid, even if it's a little lower. Um, and he told me that for next month it's gonna be like normal, whatever. You know, and obviously it should be, because I'm going to be working every day. I'm going to hit the minimum of 25 hours a week. But yeah, it's just a little weird to me, and yeah, I'm not used to it. So obviously I'm going to have all these weird thoughts about like what's going on. Like, is this legit? Am I getting paid what I'm supposed to be getting paid? And yeah, and then all of these thoughts made me realize how kind of messed up the whole system is, because let me check the time so I'm not late. One sec. Yeah, how messed up this whole system is, because we rely on our jobs, for security, and we put all our faith into this fucking system, but all of this can fall apart, and sometimes it's flawed, sometimes people rip you off, sometimes you get fucked, sometimes you don't get paid what you worked for, and it just made me realize how unstable it is, and how it's much better just to do my own thing like I've been doing in the past, working online, because then I really get to control how much I get paid, how much I work, and although it's not like a physical job, I have to work. I mean, it is a physical job because I'm doing design, but it's more working online. I still get to control how much I make, how much I charge, and I much more prefer having that freedom, over going to a job and just feeling that insecurity of like, oh, are they gonna pay me enough this month? And yeah, that was a really profound realization for me the other day, because yeah, I just I had this aha moment that, it's gonna be like this with a normal job, if you and I think I talked about this in this first video, that the fact is that we rely on these systems, you know, for them to give us security, but they cannot guarantee us security. The only security you will have is like the thing that you create. So that's much better than just relying on someone else, to pay you or to give you that security. And there's so many ways you can make money online, and so many ways you can build that security, but it just takes a lot of effort. It takes a lot of focus, and I guess a lot of people don't do that because it's just, yeah, mentally difficult, and a lot of people don't have the discipline to sit down and work on their own shit, and they just rather go to a job and give their life away to some company or some corporation, so that they can feel that security. Oh damn, my hair is crazy right now. Um, and yeah, you don't realize that until something like this happens, where you feel maybe like you got ripped off. Because again, I worked 15 hours, and I only got paid half the hours, and that just feels horrible because then it's like, how can I rely on this system? Um, and yeah, also another thing that I realized the other day is that right now I have security. I have some money saved up. I have my family. If I ever need help or support, So when is the best time to do your own shit and like build your own business? You know, and it's right now because later on in life, I don't know. Let's say maybe 5, 10, 15, 20 years from now, maybe my parents are gone. So I cannot rely on them anymore for like a backup. I don't know, maybe my siblings move somewhere far away, or yeah, maybe they're gone. It could always happen. Maybe I don't have my girlfriend anymore. um, and right now I still have these people in my life that I can fall back on if anything happens. So the best time to do anything like of your own and to build some sort of business that will provide income, is right now, because you have that security and you can take those risks. You can definitely take those risks. But yeah, this is just like an extreme version, because then yeah, like, do you quit your job and you just start fully going your own way and doing your own thing? And I wouldn't recommend that. I would still recommend getting maybe a part-time job and just on the side, dedicating like 3 to 4 hours to your own business. And then once it's making you some money or some passive income, enough to sustain you, then you can think about quitting your job. But I think what a normal job is, it's basically a crutch that you can use, or momentum that you can use, to start your own thing. Because yeah, if you have a part-time job, let's say you're making like $1,000 a month, maybe you're working 5 hours a day, you still have the whole day to do your own thing, and you have that income that's coming from that part-time job, which will basically sustain you, and you have enough for food, rent, and whatever else. And you don't have to worry about it, or you don't have to worry about, providing for that from your own business, because you're still building it up. So you can use it as a crutch, to start your own business. And once you started your own business and you're making some money, then okay, time to let that job go. Unless you really like it, you can keep it, and then you have a source of income that's basically your own. And yeah, there's a lot of legal shit. Um, yeah, there's a lot of legal stuff like paying taxes and setting up your own business, right? But you can do that. You just have to learn about it. And I think a lot of people don't do that because, again, it takes time, it takes effort, it takes a lot of research. Like, who the fuck wants to read about taxes and how to file taxes and how to, register a business and do all that? Like, that's that's what people like on the top do, like people, like intellectual people, not us. But that's not the truth. You can do this, and it just takes some time, takes research, takes a lot of focus, but it's definitely possible. So yeah, just some weird thoughts I've been thinking about, but I wanted to share that because yeah, they're on my mind, and I think that's good that they came up because they make me realize a lot of things. So yeah, so talk to you next time.